and welcome to CycleWise HQ up here in the Lake District. My name is Craig and I'm one of the CycleWise team. We work in close partnership with the Adventure Element on all of their charity-based events up and down the country. Today we're going to look at a range of bikes that are ideal for those events that are taking place with a mixture of on and off-road. And we're going to start with a classic mountain bike. So this is a recreational mountain bike. This is where most participants will be using this style of bike. For the off-road events, we're looking for something with a nice suspension fork, a good quality set of brakes, and a tyre with a decent amount of tread on it. If you're going to use this style of bike, just check your bike over before we go. Make sure there's enough pressure in these tyres for the sort of terrain you're going to be riding over. So if it's a very rocky event, like a lot of the stuff here in the Lake District, a little bit more pressure in those tyres will make stuff a lot easier for you. If you're maybe down south and you're looking at muddier routes, then maybe a little bit less pressure will work. Worth bearing in mind the style of pedals you're using. So this bike comes with a standard flat pedal. A flat pedal, of course, will work with any sort of shoe. Saddles wise, look for a saddle that is comfortable for you, and the only way you know that's going to work is by actually spending time on that bike before you ride. So if you're turning up and you're bringing a bike that you've maybe borrowed from someone else or you've hired in, see if you can get an opportunity to ride it before you actually take part in the event. So this is where we'll see most people, and this bike is absolutely ideal for all of those off-road events. Next in the line of bikes, so our bike here, this is a gravel bike. So whilst this may look like a road bike, it's actually got slightly different angles and is designed for more off-road use. Good quality set of brakes. The tyres you notice has a good knobbly tread on it, so that tread will work very well for both on and off-road use. If we're on a road or we're doing lots of rocky stuff, more pressure in your tyres is going to make your life easier. Worth bearing in mind on pedals, a lot of your gravel bikes will come with a clipped style of pedal. So if you're using clipped pedals, that's absolutely fine, but make sure you've got shoes that have the right style cleats to work with the pedals that you're bringing. So whilst all of those events are designed primarily around gravel bikes and recreational mountain bikes, there's no reason why you can't be doing it on a full suspension mountain bike as well. Couple of things to bear in mind. If you're going to use a full suspension bike, just ensure that your suspension setting is actually set up correctly for you. If anything, you've got the option to run it slightly firmer than normal, then that will be advantageous. On your tyres, if you're using a tyre with a big aggressive tread like you see on the bike here, maybe a little bit more pressure in those tyres just to reduce some of the rolling resistance. When you're looking at pedals, again, just make sure the pedal you have actually works with the cleats you're using and the shoes you're using. That's our full suspension bike. So we're going to take a step down the line. So this takes us on to electric bikes. There's no reason why you can't be doing those events on an electric bike. If it's the off-road events, make sure this bike is actually designed for off-road use. So we're looking for something with a good tread, a reasonable suspension fork, and good quality set of brakes. If you're going to be using electric bikes, do make sure that the bike is UK legal. That means it needs to be a pedal assist, not a throttle. It needs to be restricted to 25 kilometers an hour. And then most importantly for e-bikes, do make sure it's fully charged before you come to the event, and make sure that you understand and know the settings and how they work for that particular bike. Our last bike we have down the end here, so this is a hybrid, and hybrids are designed for on and very light off-road use. There's no reason why you can't be doing the event on this style of bike. However, because it's got a very steep head angle, i.e. you're being pulled forward on the bike, for the steeper, rockier, more off-road stuff, you will find life a little bit more difficult on this style of bike, but if in doubt, you can always get off and walk. So ideal for the off-road going events were the first bikes we looked at down the far end. So that's our gravel bike and our recreational style of hardtail mountain bike. So this is your ideal, but as you've seen from the bikes we've got, you could do it on any style of bike. Hope that was informative for you, and we look forward to seeing you on the first event.